You're listening to MESO, the Mesothelioma Podcast, where support, education, and outreach come together for families facing mesothelioma.
I'm Yvette Abrego with Danziger and Llano.
I'm Larry Gates with Danziger and Llano.
And we're here to talk to you about the statute of limitations for every mesothelioma case.
And the statute of limitations is not always the same, is it, Yvette?
No, every state is different, and a lot of people miss it by a month, by just 1 year. I mean, you know, you got these states that only have a year to file a claim. You literally have 1 year from the date of diagnosis to file your claim.
And if it goes 1 second past that limit, what happens?
That's it. It's done.
Absolutely nothing. You wasted your opportunity. So it's so very important to file that claim ASAP.
Oh, absolutely. You have to follow it.
Because you never know what could delay it.
Yeah.
But once they file it, you're okay.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. And you have to do your research and really get an experienced attorney's office like ours to file your claim.
One that's used to filing lots of cases in lots of different states that know the statute of limitations.
Yes, a nationwide firm like ours.
Yes.
For sure. There's so many things to talk about when it comes to mesothelioma.
There is.
You know, especially how all of these hardworking Americans, you know, and even some Canadians, you know, they were working hard for the families to bring food home on the table. And then they find out 30, 40 years after the fact that they have mesothelioma cancer, right?
True. That's
From working with all the products that have asbestos.
Takes anywhere from 10 to 50 years
to develop.
For any signs to develop, doesn't it, Yvette?
And that's if they're going to develop. Because, you know, it's all a roll of the dice, right?
That's what makes the disease so terrible, so deadly.
Yes, it's horrendous.
Even though the treatments have gotten a lot better, it's still a deadly tough disease.
It really is.
The odds, the prognosis of mesothelioma is not good.
Yeah. Do you remember when your dad was diagnosed, Larry?
I do.
And what did your family do first? I mean, were they more interested in the medical? Were they interested in the legal? They go hand in hand.
They went to try to find the best doctor they could at first. Okay?
Yeah.
And then try to get a treatment plan going. And then while they were doing that, my father actually knew. And he was a businessman. He knew a lot of people, and so someone had recommended him an attorney, and that's how he selected his.
Okay.
But they went medical first. Okay. But his mesothelioma he had a tumor in his rib cage, in the lining of his lungs that was so big it was pushing apart of his rib cage out.
Oh, wow.
So it was non-operable. He was not a candidate for surgery because of that. And he elected, he did not want chemo. They also said the chemo probably would not work on his type of a tumor. So he elected radiation, and it did not do any good.
Oh, wow.
So once he was diagnosed, he passed away 6 months later.
Oh, wow.
It
6 short months.
It went fast. That's why you have to jump on these cases. Once someone finds out that they've been diagnosed, they cannot wait. They cannot wait. They have to, do some research and then and get it filed with the best attorney you can find, such as Danziger and Llano.
Oh, absolutely.
And get the best medical help you can.
I mean, and that takes a toll on the family.
It does.
I mean, especially your mom. I mean, I'm assuming your mom was his caregiver.
She was, exactly. She was. And then at the very end, we did have hospice fair coming in 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What did your dad do for a living? Like, what type of work did he do?
when he got exposed to asbestos, he worked at Shell Refinery in Pasadena, Texas. He was a tower repairman, and he was he climbed towers and made sure the valves and everything were working. So he was all over the plant. He worked there for 22 years.
Wow.
And then he started his own car business that he'd been working at on the side. But for 22 years, he was heavily exposed.
Heavily.
With no mask, no protection,
And no warning.
No warning.
No warning whatsoever.
Nobody ever warned him of it.
You know, that's the sad part. And that's why we can go after the asbestos manufacturers, because they failed to put any type of warning labels on their products.
Yes, great
and
point.
they knew. They knew that it could cause these cancers, these lung diseases, all kinds of things. And they picked profit over people.
They did. They knew of the dangers and failed to warn their workers.
Yep.
And therefore, there is $30 billion set aside for mesothelioma and lung cancer victims.
Yeah, for sure. I just, I hope that, what we're doing now, trying to inform these people, hey, don't wait, because, normally you have maybe 1 to 3 years to file a claim if the person's living.
Yes.
And if you 1 second past that deadline, that's it,
Some states are only 1 year.
Yes.
So you have to really be careful.
Exactly.
And jump on it as fast as you can.
Absolutely. I mean, these families deserve, these people that are diagnosed, they deserve this compensation.
Look at all the medical expenses they have to go through.
Yes.
If you go through any type of chemo or radiation or immunotherapy, it is expensive.
Oh, absolutely.
And a lot of these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the insurance doesn't cover all that.
That's right. It doesn't cover it. A lot of these people don't even have insurance.
Exactly.
Even to be diagnosed.
Exactly.
It's horrible out there.
It is, and the only way you could actually be treated is if you went to the emergency room, and then you're not going to get the treatment that you really need.
No, the government puts such a lengthy process to even try to get, Medicare, Medicaid. That's what we have in Texas, right?
Yes.
There's just, I know that every state's different, with their medical options and things like that. But, it really is sad, that we're living in a time where you could have cancer and not know because you don't have the funds to get diagnosed.
Exactly. And it's so, gives, I know you get great pleasure, and so do I. It's been really the honor of my life to help these people.
Oh, yeah.
Get the compensation they deserve for going through this. It's just terrible. The toll it takes on the family and, of course, the person who's been diagnosed.
Yes, it's horrific, to have
family members, it's just they wither away. They start mesothelioma makes you lose your appetite. They start losing weight rapidly. In my father's case, he was a human skeleton when he passed away.
Wow, that is really sad, Larry.
Very, very sad to see.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So therefore, we have wonderful advocates like you, myself, law firms, professional law firms like Danziger and Llano has been doing it for almost 30 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been through hundreds of cases in every state in the Union, plus Canada, Puerto Rico, and Guam.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that we can extend our services that far out.
I know it's the honor of your life also.
Yeah, for sure.
So our firm, to this date, has recovered over $2 billion for our clients and their families. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, it really is, to be able to say that we help them to at least get some type of, nothing can really compensate you for a loss, for sure, right? It's a human life, but something, something to help you, pay your bills, to get the care that you need, everything counts, right?
It does. And not every law firm is created equal. Okay, so
that's absolutely true.
You want to deal with a firm that has handled lots of cases and been very successful at it.
Yes.
You could deal with a law firm that hasn't handled many cases at all, and they don't know all the ins and outs.
No, and they don't have the resources either.
The resources.
Yeah, you have to have resources. You have to have the knowledge, the experience to deal with these cases.
And at Danziger and Llano, we have the best product investigators in the business.
Oh, that's for
everything.
Sure. Yes.
You mentioned a company, and our investigators know what type of asbestos it is and where it happened at.
Absolutely.
And that's so important. And that's because we've been doing it for so long.
For sure. So don't wait. Call us today. If someone has mesothelioma cancer, they were just diagnosed, or even if they were diagnosed, a year, maybe 2 years ago, and you hadn't filed anything, that's okay. You still can give us a call. We're more than happy to help you with your legal options.
That is true. So we're going to take all we want our clients to do, and you know this, Yvette, that we want them to concentrate only on their medical history. Once they hire us, their legal woes are over. Their legal worries are over.
That's for sure.
Our clients will never have to do any traveling.
Nope.
They'll never have to go to court.
That's right.
We'll handle it everywhere. All we want them to do is to try to get better, try to slow this terrible disease down so they can have a few more good years to enjoy.
Absolutely. Yes. That's the goal.
And there's no better law firm to call to handle that than Danziger and Llano.
That's right.
Almost 30 years of success handling mesothelioma cases all across the United States. And again, $2 billion
in recovery.
It's an honor to work here at Danziger and Llano and to help these wonderful clients.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening to MESO, the Mesothelioma Podcast. For more information, resources, and support, visit our sponsors Danziger and Llano at dandel.com.